All right, guys, welcome back to Stack. This is episode number 15. Really excited to be at number 15. We're closer to 20. 20 was my original goal, but we're going to keep blowing past that. Today, I want to talk about this idea of your ego. And for me, my ego is my enemy. My ego tries to keep me safe. My ego keeps me from taking risks or jumping in or doing what I should because I don't want to be embarrassed. My ego keeps me from putting myself out there or even practicing or recording myself on a podcast because I don't want to listen to it. And when I do listen to it, I cringe. Why? Because of my ego. And I just had to make a decision a couple weeks ago that growth was more important to me than my ego was. It's January 28th when I'm recording this. Tomorrow, this podcast will release, but I've grown more in the last month than I have in the last 6 because I've decided to not let my ego hinder me from jumping into the water, from jumping fully in and seeing what can happen when you fully invest in yourself and decide that it's time to grow and pursue the life that you want, to pursue the disciplines, the dreams, to develop the skill sets and the abilities. But your ego will keep you from reaching those things or even trying. I remember when I was a kid that if I couldn't win a game or win at a sport, I wouldn't even play it because I hated losing so bad. And it wasn't that I hated losing, it's I hated what my ego did to me if I lost. But I've had a transformation from growing in my relationship with the Lord, just to be honest. Wasn't mind games for myself. It was just understanding that the closer I get to Jesus, the more I become like him. One of the most humble yet powerful, meek, strong person to ever exist. And now that my ego is not keeping me from jumping in, this is the image I have in my head, is that my ego has kept me from jumping in. I've been able to turn off my ego, my pride, how people view me. But what I'm noticing is that I've turned that off. I've been able to jump in the water and I'm learning how to swim. And part of the learning how to swim is because I don't want to fail. I want to get better. So I've started the podcast, but then I also want to grow and get better because people are watching this and I want to add value to people. And so my ego is something that I had to turn off to get in, but it's also driving and fueling my future growth. And so I think that, yes, ego is the enemy, but it can also push you to do good things as long as you keep it in check and keep the main thing the main thing. So that's today's episode. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you tomorrow for stack number 17.